know what the hell's going on there, but it sounds good. That one's cool.
I think a lot of times with art, there are pressures to arrive at an end goal, and really just remembering that it's about the process and getting lost in the process and having fun.
Hi, I'm Julia. I've worked in music for over 10 years. I've worked with artists varying from Flume to Courtney Barnett, and now working with The National, to name a few.
I'm Chrissy Stewart, and I've been working for over 10 years in the music industry, doing mainly licensing and publishing. Some of the acts that I've worked with that you might be familiar with are Cat Power, Deer Hunter, and Glass Animals. Atrium is an artist retreat where artists can go, safe space, for a week internationally with other artists that they may know or may not know.
We're trying to bring something to the artist community we don't see that's being fostered enough, as well as just bringing mental health and wellness to not only the artist community, but on a larger scale.
Some of the artists that have been here this week: Porches, OK Kaya,
Daywave,
and Trey from 100 Waters. We just try to kind of create the best combination that we can so that artists walk away with a new community, which for me is one of my favorite things about it, is to see the way that everyone interacts during the week and the community that they have afterwards.
Last night we had dinner with Output, and we had a demo of the new plugin Arcade, and Trey from 100 Waters used it, and I think he's actually gonna show us now what he's done.
Hi, I'm Treyer. I produce music for the band 100 Waters with my best friends Nicole and Zach. I'm here at Atrium with Output, and we're gonna make some music. I make music on my own quite a bit. I'm kind of like a lone wolf type. There's a really strong connection that you can make with someone by like being in a space with them that's like somewhat separate from the rest of the world, and you're just there to like have fun and make music together. We've been using this thing a lot, which y'all gave us. Awesome. I've never actually like messed with a drum machine. Playing around with that with little samplers and guitars and keyboards, basically. Jamming and recording a ton of stuff to digest when I go home, which I'm really stoked about. Here's something from yesterday. It was an existing piece of music that I already had that my friend sang on. Friend Tom Krell, he sings in a group, How to Dress Well. We worked on like 6 different things. Go into something, and then as soon as it felt like we were like analyzing it too much or something, we'd just move on. This probably started, it's just like kick and snare. Then there's, right, which is this program called Paul Stretch, which is this weird 1998 Windows looking ass program where you bring in like music and you can stretch it to be 40,000 times the length of whatever it is, right? Put it all over a keyboard so that little different keys play like just little different snippets of it, just randomly find something that sounded good, and that's how I came up with like this thing. It's just like different pieces of something I Paul stretched, which is why Arcade is kind of appealing to me, because I typically don't play keyboard like a keyboard. I just like put stuff on it and play it, and then just kind of like figure out what's where by trial and error, and then make something like that, right? I got Arcade when it wasn't yet a finished released product, and then I just re-got the finished released thing right before y'all filmed this today. It's now sparkly and smooth, and we're gonna check it out. This is a tune that I had going already before we came here, but I figured I'd do something with it because right now there's just drum sounds, right? It doesn't like pigeonhole any new development so much that I can't be like I'm unlikely to find anything that works, right? But there's also some kind of emotional guide in there that I can work with, which is this sound, right? There's just like a blanket drone over everything. So I'll just open this up and I see some stuff coming at me here. And then I saw, oh, particles. And then I went and checked out some of the things I downloaded, and the one that I was kind of into, I think I wanted to kind of start from nothing. And then I just kind of saw what was in here. When I held notes down, I wanted to hear like, instead of just like a long sample playing through, that has nothing to do with me. I think I did something like this. So I can hold it. And when I played stuff, I could kind of catch some different rhythms, right? Like stuff like that. I like that stuff. I'm manipulating the beginning and the end of the loop, right? Ooh, that sounds great. Yeah. It's like, it should be so fast and like kind of like methy or whatever, but it's not. And then there'll be like maybe 15 different notes around here. And if you play one, then you can do with these black keys like that, right? Which I don't know what the hell's going on there, but it sounds good. And if I want to know what's going on there, I guess I can click this and edit it. You can get in here and really change shit up if you want. That one's cool. Okay, so these modifier keys, I can play any note, and it'll do the same kind of like, I like that. So we're gonna record that. I like this because it's like, it's got like a 1, 1, 1, 1, which what I got, the song as it is right now, doesn't have it at all. It's like erratic kind of, right? You kind of just assume that that's going on there, but y'all gave me the 1. Thank you. What I like about this is it matches that kind of stuff, right? Okay, that sounded kind of cool. Real simple, tiny little thing I did with y'all's program. I like to make like a really, really overly tightly wound, complex loop of stuff. Everything I can possibly get in there, and then like break it down to almost nothing. Then I have a bunch of different parts I can work with. And if I want to bring them in and out at any time, I just like know they're gonna work. Let's bring y'all's little baby back up here. Look at that, I played a note and it was cool. You know what was gonna be there. Like that. I feel great about it.
I haven't really seen many spaces where the artist feels totally free and comfortable and supported.
The demands just seem to get larger and larger on artists in terms of touring and putting out music. I think when there was more money in the industry, there was more people being able to support and there was less pressure on the individual.
Atrium's made possible by collaboration, finding the right partners that believe in our ethos of what it is that we're doing. I'd hope that artists would leave here thinking that there are other forms of support that they can get and tools and resources that can help them when they're on the road, when they're touring, in the studio, just kind of navigating their way through the industry.